Now, I did a video recently here on YouTube talking about if the real estate market here in Lagos can really crash, and I presented some fact and figures, datas, as well as different analysis about the real estate market here in Lagos and the difference between the real estate market here in Lagos and the housing market in Europe or in the United States. But unfortunately, in the analysis and the figures that I mentioned in that video, there are some errors in it, and I sincerely apologize for that. And that's why I hurriedly have to come back to the studio to do a corrected version of this video, because I know a lot of investors, a lot of fellow realtors also will be banking on the facts and figures that I mentioned in that video. Eventually, I will have to put down that video, although I'll be sending a link from that video to this corrected one, but eventually I'll have to also put down that video. So I sincerely apologize for the errors that we have in that video. So this will be like a part 2 of if the real estate market here in Lagos can really crash, and we have amended the fact and figures, we have corrected the errors in the figures that we had in that particular previous video. So on the screen here is a more corrected version of the figures I mentioned in the previous video. Most of the figures are the same. The difference or the error started from when we converted from acres to square meter, which affected some of the very important figures there. So again, we sincerely apologize for this particular error. So we have the total population of Lagos, we have the total land size in Lagos, then we have the total land size in hectares, and we also have the total land size in acres. This was the same with the previous video, but when we convert the acres to square meter, we have a difference now. In the previous video, we have it at 99 million, but actually the figure should be 999 million. So 999,600,002 is the total square meter of land area in Lagos, where we exclude the lagoon, we exclude the streams, the creeks, the rivers, everything that is just land, in Lagos. We have 999,600,000 and then 2.774 square meters. So when you convert this to 300 square meter, we have 3,332 buildings. And when we convert this to 500 square meter, we have 1,999,200. So these are the different these are the differences in that figure. So since these have been noted, let me just quickly try to respond to some comments we received from that particular video, because that video have been like trending, and we've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of feedbacks from that video. All right, so I received a couple of feedbacks from my viewers here from the previous video, can the real estate market here in Lagos crash? And one of our viewers commented about the fact that a lot of real estate companies are dashing out promos, dashing out discounts. They are doing buy 6 get 1 free, buy 5 get 1 free, and even some that have a scheduled price increase are also extending or postponing that particular price increase. So he was presenting these and trying to explain that seems like the crash is even already here. Now, first thing first, real estate companies never run at a loss for any property that they are selling. So they are doing 30% discounts, they are doing 50% discounts, they are doing buy 1 get 1 free, buy 3 get 1 free, buy 6 get 1 free. They are not at a loss. Now, a lot of real estate companies and real estate developers have understood investors. Now, our investors here in Nigeria are a very special kind of people, and investors are going to buy more when they know that they are getting a better deal, when they know that they are benefiting in that deal more than you, the real estate company or the real estate investors. So since real estate developers have realized this, so they try to present different products, different packages, different incentives that present it to investors that they are getting a better deal than the company, that are benefiting more from that deal from the company. buy 1 get 1 free. Oh, the company are giving me an extra plot. Buy 5 get 1 free. Oh, the company are losing an extra plot. Buy 6 get 1 free. Buy 12 plots, get 2 plots free, or buy 12 plots, get 3 plots free. So when all these incentives, when all these packages, when all these discounts are put out there, a lot of investors, instead of them to buy 2 plots, they want to buy 5 plots. Instead of them to buy 3 plots, they want to buy 6 plots, because they feel like they're getting more benefits from that deal than the company, and the company are actually running at a loss, whereas that's not the case. A lot of this buy 1 get 1 free, buy 2 get 1 free, buy 5 get 1 free, the companies have already added the extra price of that plot in that deal already. So instead of the company to be making profit of 500,000 because you buy 2 plots, now they are making a profit of 2 million because you want to get an extra plot, you are buying more. So the company are also making more. The 30% slash discount, 50% slash discount, companies are still making more. They will always do a price increase before they do the discount. So you are still buying at the price they want you to buy, despite the fact that it's put there that 50% price slash, 30% price slash, or whatever. Now, if there is a scheduled price increase on a particular property and the company are postponing that price increase, it is not a crash. Price increases are a marketing gimmick. A lot of investors are going to procrastinate. They are going to dilly-dally. They are going to be looking at it that should I buy, should I not buy? But when realtors present it that if you buy now, within now and next week, you will make 5 million return on investment, 3 million return on investment, 10 million return on investment, a lot of investors are going to buy. Some even buy 10 plots, some even buy 15 plots. At times, the companies don't even intend to increase the price. They just want to make more sales. That's just the fact. Everybody is trying to do business. Everybody is trying to make more profits. So it's nothing about maybe it's because it's crashing, or they are not making sales. Some of the companies already have it in mind. They know that this property is not yet worth this particular amount they want to increase it to. So they are only putting it out there that, okay, you are going to increase the price because they want you guys to buy more, since you guys will not listen to me. So basically, that's how it is. All right, another point that was mentioned in the previous video was about sales being low. Admittedly, there are always time of the year when we realtors and real estate companies don't make so much sales, and that's absolutely normal for business. And the fact is, if the sales of real estate is low, is not because of demand. It's not because demand is low. Actually, the demand for real estate in Lagos is constant. We have an over 10 million or 7 million demand for real estate in Lagos. It doesn't change. So when sales is low, what's basically happening is just 2 factors. The first factor is that something is happening either in Nigeria or in Lagos, or something is about to happen in Nigeria or in Lagos, and a lot of people are reluctant. They want to see how that particular thing goes before they start buying. This can be maybe there's a road construction. This can be maybe there's so much traffic in that area. This can be maybe because of flood, it's the rainy season, and so many other factors like that. So the demand is still there. People are still coming, inquiring, asking questions, showing interest in particular property, but they are not buying because they want to look at how these events are going to pan out. The election is also part of this. Because the election is coming, a lot of people are throwing inquiries, are looking at some properties, they are interested, but they want to look at how the election goes. So that creates the sales drought. Now, the second factor that affects sales drought or reduce in sales is if something have already happened and Nigerians are trying to adapt to it. Like maybe there is dollar have gone up, so things have happened, and people are trying to adapt to that new reality, forex exchange, inflation, and so on and so forth. But once all these things stabilize, the sales are going to resume. And that's why I always tell everyone, don't sell real estate in a rush. Don't sell real estate in a rush. Don't keep your emergency funds in real estate. It's just as simple as that, because real estate is a solid asset. So real estate companies that also understand this. So whenever there is a sales drop because of maybe something is happening, or something is about to happen, or something have happened already and people are trying to adjust, these are the periods when real estate companies come with promos, come up with discounts, so that they can ginger the investors that have shown interest to actually make a payment or make a deposit. It's all sales, it's all marketing. This is not a crash. It doesn't affect the demand is still there. People will still be inquiring every day. People will still be calling every day. People still need these houses, but they just want to look at what is happening, what is about to happen, or what has happened already before they actually start buying again. All right, another point that was made in that my previous video about if the real estate market in Lagos can crash is the fact that the more the price of properties increase in a particular location, the smaller the circle of the people that can afford it, which is very true. People that can afford the Ikate when it was 40 million are lesser than people that can afford Ikate now when it's 60 million for a 2-bed or 65 million for a 2-bed. People that can afford Ekpe when it was 500,000 are lesser now than people that can afford Ekpe right now when Ekpe is like 1.5, 2 million. And the fact is, these prices are not coming down. These prices are not coming down simply because we have different target markets for different locations. See, there are some people here that want to invest in real estate here in Lagos. The only location that they can invest in Lagos is Ikoyi. Anything outside Ikoyi, they are not investing. There are people here where all their investment is between Chevron and Lekki Phase 1. Anything after Chevron is Ibrahim Adeson Yao, is Songotedo, is Bejuleki, is Ekpe, they are not buying. Even if you like carry Aso come to Ekpe, they will not invest in Ekpe because they are not interested in Ekpe. The locations they are interested in is Chevron, Osapa, Ikate, Lekki Phase 1, finish. Some people, the location that are interested in investing is around the mainland, Ikeja GRA, Magodo, Yaba, Surulere. Nothing concerns them with Ekpe. Now, all these locations I'm mentioning, I'm listing, these are places where properties are like 80 million, 120 million, 150 million, 200, and they are buying. Some people are very specific about where they want to invest in Lagos. And if you look at the demand, this circle of people, there are still more than the available land. How many land or how many houses is in Ikate? The entire houses that are available in Ikate is not up to 50,000. There are more than 200,000 people that want to buy Ikate, and if they are not buying, if it's not Ikate, they are not buying anywhere else. All the land in Ekpe, if they share it to Nigerians abroad, all the available land in Ekpe, they share it to Nigerians abroad, one plot. They share it to one plot. There will still be more than 1 million Nigerians abroad that don't have land. So if you share the land, all the land in Ekpe, one plot, 600 square meters, 500 square meters, to all Nigerians abroad, we still have 1 million Nigerians abroad that are not going to get land. So is the fact there was a time where we have survival of the fittest. Now is survival of the richest. If you have the money, you buy. If you don't have the money, you go to another location. And real estate companies are even understand this. So they are going to position themselves in different locations for different bracket of people. They want property in Ikate for people that want Ikate. Okay, Ikate have gone too much, so I can't buy Ikate again. The Chevron I can afford, they will have a property in Chevron for you. Oh, Chevron have gone too much, so it's Abijo I can afford, they will have a property in Abijo for you. Ah, Abijo have gone too much, so I can't afford it, they will have a property in Bejuleki for you. Ah, Bejuleki has gone too much, so they will have a property in Ekpe for you. They have a property in Ijebu for you. So regardless of where you can afford, if you are out of the circle of a particular location, they have another location that are going to throw at you for you to come and invest or for you to come and buy. People will always buy. Is Ekpe that is cheap now? At some points, most people will not be able to afford Ekpe. They will go to Ijebu, but people will still be buying Ekpe because at that time the value, the development of Ekpe would have also appreciated. So there will now be people that are interested. They will be coming late to the party. They will still buy. So because the price keep going up and I cannot afford it again, does not mean that another person cannot afford it. I'm no longer interested in that location because I cannot afford it. That location is the dream of someone else. That's the only place you can invest. If it's not that place, it's not. Some people are like, if it's not VI, Oniru, I'm not buying, I'm not investing. If it's not Lekki Phase 1, Ikoyi, I'm not buying, I'm not investing. And that's it. We have this demand. We have like above 200 million population in entire Nigeria. Let's even assume that it's only 50 million people that are between 30 to maybe 70 or 80 that can afford real estate. Out of the entire 50 million people, 10% of that is 5 million, and 1% of that is like 500,000, if I'm not wrong. 500,000 people. Okay, let's have that 500,000 people, 250,000 people. Let's say it's 250,000 people that can afford above 50 million. What's the entire square meter in Ikoyi? What's the entire square meter in Lekki Phase 1? What's the entire square meter in Ikate? So all these locations are still over demanded based on people that can afford it. So there are still more people that can afford it than even the available spaces in these locations that I'm mentioning. So the fact that the prices are going up is not going to crash because it's still over demanded even with the price that is going up. That's the fact. So once again, we apologize for the error in these figures that we made in the previous video, because I know we got a lot of views on that video, we got a lot of engagement on that videos. So I won't really want to misguide you or provide a false information, a false figure. That's why I quickly had to do this video, and so that it can be out there as fast as possible and you guys can have the correct figures of what we are trying to analyze. Now if you look at it, based on 300 square meter, we are going to be having 3,332 buildings. Now these 3,332 buildings can never all be residential, because we are still going to have schools, we are still going to have hospitals, we are still going to have parks, malls, warehouse, factories, and so on and so forth. So let's have this figure. So let's say we have around like 1.2 million residential buildings. 1.2 million residential buildings to house a population of like 20 million. So that's why rent will continue going up. That's why land will continue going up. That's why houses will continue getting more and more expensive. Even during COVID, when a lot of economies abroad were shrinking, the real estate market here in Nigeria was exploding because of this kind of analysis. 1.2 million people to house over 20 million people. That's crazy. That's why you see houses like cubicle. You see rooms are getting smaller. See, all the rooms that you are complaining now, that these rooms are small, in 5 years time, in 7 years time, they will even be smaller than that. That's the fact. They will be smaller than that. They will be smaller than that because there is no available land to house people in Lagos. It's over demanded. All right, so in terms of if all the available land is divided into 500 square meter, that's 1,999,200, and out of this 1,999,000 plots, like 500 square meter plots, around like half of that is like already occupied, which means that where people are already residing, populated. So we have like around like if you divide 1.9, that's like maybe 980,000 available empty vacant land. Now out of that 980,000 empty vacant land, around like half of that is already bought. So we have like around 500,000 plots that have already been bought. So all the land available, all of us are dragging, is around like maybe 430,000 plots. It's crazy. So the demand is there. And it's survival of the richest. Now person will get money go buy am. So when we have 480,000 plots, vacant plots, and we have 4 million demand, the only way for us to know that who is qualified to own a plot is to jack up the price. You can't pay, someone else will come. Okay, I'm offering 2 million, someone will come, I'm offering 3 million. Is anybody offering again? Going, come, offer 4 million, take 4 million. You guys are offer 2 million and 3 million, go to another location again. It's just as simple as it's survival of the richest. That's Lagos. And that's why I keep advising, if you cannot afford Lagos, quickly go to all these border towns around Sango, around Agbara, around Mowe, around Bega, around Shagamu. Invest there early. It's going to spill over. Around 7-10 years ago, most of the people that can afford Mowe, that are buying Mowe, were civil servants. People that were working in Lausa, working in Ikeja, civil servants that can afford 500,000, 400,000 to buy a plot. Land in Mowe now is 5 million. How many civil servants can afford 5 million, 6 million to buy land? So if you don't buy all these border towns early, they'll get more expensive. That you go further again. Maybe you go to Ogiri or you go to Ibadan. Even Ibadan too. There's some part of Ibadan that is expensive. Let's say go to the outskirts of Ibadan. So this is the reality. And this reality is not going to change except something crazy happen and half of our population die. But if there is no famine, there is no war, and our population continue increasing as it is increasing right now, there is no crash. People that are investing continue getting richer and people want to start to invest, you have to pay higher. That's just a fact. Alright, so I see your property on the planet, your property advisor, property consultant, Rabbi Mustafa. Thanks once again for watching our videos, and we sincerely apologize for the error with the big figures. And you can again drop your comments. Let's hear your perspectives again about the different responses I've given to the comments, the previous comments. And if I receive another comment, I'll still do another video. I'll still counter it again. This is what I do for a living, basically. All right, so you can drop your comments, drop your perspectives, and definitely we're still going to attend to it. Thanks, and see you next time.